Thank you very much for giving us your time. Appreciate it. My first question is about coping strategies. So if you think of the most stressful moment in your life, either personal or professional, I wonder what did you do to help you to get through it, that other people might be finding it useful?
Do you want to answer?
No, you go first.
I think just taking a moment to breathe and find ways to relax and find kind of relaxation in your life and being able to take a step back and get away from that stress, whatever means possible, usually is the best way for me.
Mm-hmm. What about yourself?
I find like an increase in routine if you're not following one already, talking to the people that you care about and that you know care about you, and often like some form of like regular and scheduled physical activity.
Perfect. The second question is about learning in life. It can be a skill or it can be a way of thinking that has been superbly beneficial for your life, and you think that if other people know of it, they can benefit from it as well.
Why don't you go first?
What's the question, sorry?
So something, learning in your life that was like an aha moment for you. Say, if I think like that, it makes my life easier, better, feeling better, or actually doing things differently. Some people answer to that with the skills like cooking or painting or whatever. So something that has made an impact on your life.
Sure. I think I often remind myself that like if people are having a hard day and taking it out on you or projecting it, it's actually not about you. That I think took me a long time to realize, but it's been very helpful.
That is actually, can you elaborate on that? That is actually a very great point.
Like if someone's being cranky or short, or they're not giving you the time of day, or their like language isn't necessarily expressed in like a kind or thoughtful way, it's probably not about your actions. It's about like how they are feeling and how they're interpreting the world. But it can be very easy to take it very personally. Like, and sure, there are moments where like we all, too, and myself included, need to take accountability. But generally speaking, and if this is like a one-off interaction with somebody, it's likely not about you.
Perfect.
I would say for me, like just in terms of changing the way I'm thinking, is just trying to be more present and slowing down a bit. So, not just going through the motions of life, but actually stopping to think about what you're doing, like the process of each thing.
Perfect. My last question is about act of kindness to a total stranger. There are a lot of studies that show act of kindness to a total stranger on either being the receiver or giver has a huge impact on well-being and positive mental health status. Its impact can last with people. So I wonder if you have a memory, no matter if you have been a receiver or the giver, if you have a memory that you can share.
Well, I mean, we were talking today about how sometimes in certain lines of work you don't necessarily always get a thank you, and so that's more of an act of appreciation than kindness maybe, but often when you're in a thankless job and thankless routines, it's nice to receive that appreciation, and I think it goes a long way for people, and it's noticeable when it is received. So that's kind of what I was thinking.
Perfect.
I don't know if my memory will be that helpful, but we were at the airport earlier today, and there was a mother with 2 young children, and there was quite a long line for the washroom. And she was like several people behind me, and I wanted to say something to be like, do you think we can all agree that like this mother and her 2 young children can go ahead? Because the kids were very young and didn't really understand, and like were having a very challenging time. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to impose this on other people or like make a scene about it. But I regret not saying it because they then left the line to try to find it elsewhere, and they like were unfamiliar with the airport and didn't know where to find it. But from my perspective, like it wouldn't have been a big imposition on me. I just didn't want to impose that on others. But I wish I said something and like tried to help them. So it's more of a regret of not maybe facilitating an act of kindness.
I appreciate sharing that moment.